I think that's what it's called. This video is going to be all over the place, but I just don't care right now. Okay. Okay, hold on. People are always haters about vanilla. Like, I don't know why, but a lot of the time, people that I'm friends with or that I hang around with, they're like, ew, I hate vanilla. It's too much, too much, too much. Well, I like to be too much, so I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So today I am just jumping on here to make a video and do my makeup because I get ready for the day. Excuse my hair, it looks like a mess because I haven't done anything to it. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my makeup. I think I'm gonna use some of the stuff that I got. I got like a little makeup kit, whatever, for Christmas. And I just want to use some of that makeup and see how it ends up working out for me. It's nothing like fancy or anything. It's just this little like LA Colors palette, this LA Colors lipstick here. I actually like the color. I've already used this before and it works pretty good. I got this little blush. Yeah, it's a blush, which I don't really ever use blush. I don't really use face makeup. Like, I don't use foundation or concealer, bronzer, blush, or anything. I just do my eyes, my lips, and my eyebrows, and that's it. Because my face is really sensitive, so like when I used to use like foundation and all that stuff, it just would always break me out. So then I had to use more of it, of course, to cover it up and everything, and I don't like how it looks. So, and for the most part, I don't usually need it. I mean, you know, I could get some help sometimes with how my face looks, but I also got this little eyeliner. Then I also got this little mascara, and I'm going to try to do a look with that and see what how it comes out, because I haven't used it yet. Mascara, I just use this L'Oreal one. So I use this pencil for my eyebrows, and I have like, okay, this is like really old. It's like a really old, well, people used to use it more like a long time ago, but I really like it, honestly, and it just gives me some like throwback vibes, whatever, so I like to use it. And then for my liquid liner, I just use this one, also by LA Colors, that I got at the dollar store, I think. And then I just use this little brush, and it's a brush from Elf as well. What is it called? The Smudge brush. And then I'm going to be using this lipstick, but I think I want to use this lip liner as well. It's like an Avon lip liner called, no idea, can't find the name. Oh no, Rosebud, in Rosebud. I usually just use this one. It's an Elf eyeliner, and I use the liquid liner for my my wing, and then I use the pencil for my waterline. And I've always done that. I've never used liquid eyeliner for my waterline. I did it once, and I was at school, in high school, and I remember they have this like big dance room that had like all these mirrors, and I went in there to do my makeup, and I didn't have my pencil liner to do my waterline, and I always did my waterline, so I didn't want to not do it. So I got my liquid eyeliner and I tried to do it, and I was trying not to get it in my eye. It looked horrible because it's a waterline, obviously, and it just got really watery, and then, like, of course, my eye looked like it had this dark tint to it because I used that stupid eyeliner, but whatever. So, good times, but, yeah, oh, the memories. I hated high school. I hated high school, and people are always like, why did you hate high school? Why do you hate high school so much? I miss my high school. I miss my high school days. And I'm like, no. I hated getting up early for school. I hated going to class. I hated being around all the people. Not that I didn't like the people that I went to school with, but I just don't like being around people a lot of the time. And, you know, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like, and I didn't have, like, a lot of friends, so if my friends specifically were not at school that day, it just made it even, like, 10 times worse, where I couldn't stand being at school. This is the brush that I use, for pretty much my whole, like, eyeshadow look. Like, I use this brush, and, like, I use my finger to put on the eyelid color, like the part that I put on my lid and up to my brow bone, which is usually like a white color or some kind of like a cream color, and sometimes I'll put on a really gold color on just my lid if I'm feeling it that day or whatever, but usually this is like the only brush that I use. And if I do use another brush, I use this one, which is literally just the smaller version of it, and I'll usually use this to put like the black color that I'll usually put it like somewhere right in here, like just in my little crease corner, whatever. I'm trying to find my chapstick. So I use Carmex. I just like how it feels, honestly. Like, I like the little tingling feeling. Carmex, the original one, has this like certain smell to it that like just brings back memories. Like, I don't know, I just like it. I love it. These are the colors that are on here. They're mostly pretty shiny colors or shimmery. Sometimes if I have like a blush or bronzer or something from when I used to use that stuff, I'll use it as a eyeliner, eyeshadow. So kind of thinking maybe it's not what I might do with this one, because it's like the lightest color without having any shimmer in it. So I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. I want to do the whole look with mainly what I have of those, what I have of those new products. I know you can't tell how it looks on the camera, but see it in person, it's really pretty. I like it. I just used my finger to put on the color, mostly because I feel like it goes on better, and I don't have to use as much of the product when I do it this way, because I feel like when I do it with a brush, a lot of it gets lost on the brush and it doesn't really go onto my eyes as well. But I think it might be because I don't use a primer, I don't use anything. Sometimes I use some of my Carmex and I put it on my lid if I really want the color to like stick out, which is what I did for that blue color that I put on my lid last time. You know, it works for me. Oh, I gotta say, I'm trying to make sure that I am consistently posting. That's one thing that I can tell you I definitely struggle with, and this is not like oh, these are my New Year's resolutions kind of thing. This is more just a video of me rambling, but I really want to try to get that under control. I don't want to be so inconsistent all the time, because I'm so inconsistent with everything. Like, I'll be good, like, for a while there, I was posting so many pictures of, like, all my outfits that I was putting together. I was making sure that, like, every single day or every single time that I would get dressed up, that I would have a picture of it, and I would post it on Instagram. And I was trying to be this, like, you know, fashion Instagrammer or whatever. But then I stopped being consistent with it. And then I was like, okay, well, I really want to start YouTube, and I was doing good, and I was like editing my videos and making the thumbnails and doing all these things, and then I stopped being consistent with it. And like, I'm just like that with everything. Like, literally, I'm like that with everything, and I hate it. It's so annoying. And like, but sometimes, I don't know, I just like, I don't know what I have to do to like push myself to stop being so inconsistent. I don't know, something's gotta change, you know. And so right now I'm in school, and I'm in school for graphic design, which has been an interesting journey for sure, because I'm like, I think I made the right decision about going to school, but it took me forever to decide to do it, because I was so scared, because I've been through cosmetology school, and that I graduated, I got my license and everything, and then I also tried to go to business school for a while, but I lost my grandma, and it was like way hard on me, and I just couldn't bring myself to finish school after that. I was just like done with everything. And so, sorry, I don't know what I want to do. But anyway, so I was in business school, and I couldn't handle the loss, so I ended up dropping out, and that's like a huge regret of mine. I should not have dropped out. Like, it was only gonna take 2 years to get the degree that I wanted, and because it was like a fast-paced school, so yeah, so disappointed. Anyways, and then I was like, okay, well, it took me a few years, because I dropped out in 2017, and then I finally decided to go back to school September 2019, and that's when I went to school for graphic design. And I've been doing that, and the last class that I just had was a behavioral science class, and it was more so all about, like, you know, getting yourself in check, and like being good with time management, and, you know, planning things, and not just like I guess, like, just not letting life just happen to you, like actually making a plan and having a plan for what you want to do. And it was good, you know. I liked it. It was a really good class, honestly. And they made me think a lot about, like, how I do things, because I was doing so bad in the class before that, because I was just so inconsistent about everything, and I was just like getting lazy and when I wasn't being lazy, I was just getting caught up in everything else except for school, and I just wasn't making the right time for it, and or I wasn't giving it the right amount of attention that I needed to, which was horrible on my end, you know. So I was really inspired by everything that I heard in that class, and I was like, okay, you know, I think this is something that I really need to put into action. I really need to work on my time management. I need to make school more of a priority. I need to, you know, I need to do better. Just in general, I need to do better. And so I really, really want to put everything that I learned into action. And I've been trying, but again, I'm not consistent with it. I seriously, like, I hate that about myself. I'm like always pumped about something, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Got this, man. And then I flake out on it. It's horrible. But you know, everybody has their downfalls or downside or whatever. It just happens to be mine. But yeah, so I definitely, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna start being consistent with everything. And the funny thing is that I literally, like, I love planning, and I love planners, and I love writing things down, and, you know, making lists and stuff like that. But then I do all of that, and I never go back and look at it. Like, I just do it in the time, and I make the list, make the, you know, the little thing on my calendar to remind myself about whatever, and then I don't end up doing anything with it. And it's like, whoa, that was just a big waste of time. You know what? We can say this is somewhat talking about my goals for 2020 as well. Because that really is a goal of mine. Like, I really want to be more consistent with things, and just, I don't know, I stop being so, like, nonchalant about things, you know, because I just kind of let life happen to me most of the time, and I shouldn't do that, but, like, I don't know, it just seems easier that way, and that's something that I also need to stop doing, is just taking the easy way out, you know, like, when things get hard, or I just don't want to deal with something, then I just kind of, like, I try to take on this, like, I don't care, it's whatever attitude, you know, like, if, you know, I had some kind of a goal to do something, and it's getting to the time limit of where I said I want this to be done by this time. If it's not done by that time, then I'm kind of like, well, whatever, like, I didn't think it was going to happen anyways, like, I don't care, you know, when in reality I do, but, like, I just feel like I don't want to, I just don't want to put that much, I don't like dealing with the disappointment. I think that's what it is. I don't like dealing with the thought of, oh man, like, it's because of me that I didn't reach that goal. Like, it's not because of anybody else. It's not because anybody did anything or whatever. It's just me that I didn't reach the goal that I wanted to reach. It looks different in person. I mean, it doesn't look that much different. It just looks a little bit darker. But, yeah, we'll just go with it for now. I'm not sure why I threw that in that purse. I kind of feel like maybe I should put one of these, like, shinier colors. Thinking maybe, like, this one to go with the whole orange vibe that we have going. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. It's very like bronzy, you know, almost like a penny. Kind of like it. Cute. So when I use these shimmery colors and I'm like trying to make sure that like their full pigment comes out, I kind of just like pat it on my eyelid and just kind of build it like that. You can see, and that's like without any primer, without any of that. I just kind of put it all over my lid. I like it. It's kind of cute. It's a little fallish, Halloweenish, and it's like December, but let's not go with the crowd, people. Let's do what we want. So we're gonna put this fall look together. Plus I live in the South, might as well be fall anyways. The fall, it feels like spring, and in the winter it feels like fall, and in the summer it feels like hell. So that's kind of how our weather goes here in the South. Horrible. And spring is just a second summer. But nothing new. I'm so excited. I can be kind of boring with my makeup, and I just kind of do the same thing over and over again. And really, like, this is just a variation of something that I do all the time, which is like, kind of seems to be like the thing that people do, you know? They just do like 100 different variations of the same thing over and over again. But we call it a new makeup look because there's different colors. But I feel like if you know what works for your eyes and what you think looks good on you, then it's fine. You know, you just do what works for you. I like this method. Just putting this, like, you know, the band colors on your lid and then using the darker ones for your crease. So I'm just going to take that dark color again that I've been like piling on. I'm going to pile some more on. Fun. So fun. Love it. Usually when I put on these shimmery colors, like, it only goes so far up, and then there's like this weird little like gap in between the crease color and the lid color. So I just like to go back in to fill that up and make sure that it doesn't look ridiculous. You know, I'm sorry for people that don't really like these videos, or people think I'm talking too much, which, if you knew me in person, is kind of hilarious because I don't ever talk at all. But I really like these videos. Like, my favorite YouTuber at the moment, and she has been for a good while, is Myra Touch of Glam. I love her videos. I am not even as hilarious as she is, but like when I watch her videos, I'm cracking up half the time because she's just so funny. And then like I think she's queen of doing makeup, and I love like sit down like talking makeup videos, like Carly Bible as well. Love her, she's amazing. And so I'm just gonna, you know, I don't really have like a video idea at the moment, but I like I said, the whole time I was rambling, the whole like first 30 minutes of this video, that I am trying to be more consistent. Here's my attempt at being consistent with my videos. So I just wanted to like sit down and talk and get ready, and you know, it's just fun. Like, a lot of the time I am too nervous to talk to people. Like, I try, you know, to like push myself, but then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to, I'm scared. And I stay stuck there, because I literally, like, and people are always like, well, why don't you just go talk to them? Just go talk. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's not a big deal for you, because you're not the one that needs to talk, you know? Or you're not the one that has trouble talking to people. But I do. But it's something that you wouldn't understand unless you're going through it. And that's definitely something that 2019 taught me, is that you will not understand what somebody is dealing with until you have been through some version of it for yourself, or if you have experienced it like firsthand. And I just think that, like, if you don't and that's another thing, is like, if you don't experience things, or if you don't like learn from other people, you don't, you know, like, open yourself up to talking to somebody about things that they're going through, you will never learn anything, and you'll never grow. And like, you know, I've learned so much from so many people that I've met, and I've learned like about their life, or about what they've been through, and how they got to the point that they're at. And like, you know, we have to respect everybody's story and how they get where they get. And you know, like, even if you don't necessarily agree, you know, it's just something that we have to be a little bit more open, you know. Like, you don't have to agree with everybody, because you're not going to agree with everybody. You're not going to agree with how people always, you know, choose to do things. But being open to learning people's story, and instead of just being like, well, you're stupid because you do that. I went through a really hard grieving time when I lost my grandma, and I came to learn just how, like how people can be so, I don't know what the word is, but like unempathetic, or how people just, they don't want to understand what you're going through, and they're just, because their life has not been affected by it, they're just like, I kid you not. And people that have gone through grieving have told me the same thing. That people are always like, why aren't you over that? Oh my gosh, it's been like a month, it's been a year. And like, I hated when people would tell me that stuff. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing, is I feel like a part of me has just died. I feel like a piece of me, or half of me, is missing because I lost this person. And you want me to be over it in a week, or a month, or a year? Like, people grieve differently. There's some people that, yeah, they, you know, they're able to move on, or they're able to deal with it within a month. You know, there's some people that are able to deal with it within a year, or 2 years, whatever. But I just think that it's so unfair that people, you know, like, that's one thing that people just seem to be so ununderstanding of, is grieving, you know. But it's because they don't know what that person meant to you. They don't know, you know, the love that you have for that person, and they're not ever gonna understand until they lose somebody that's close to them like that. And even at that, because they deal with things differently, it won't be the same, you know. So it's just, I think we just need to be more understanding of people and just more open, you know, because everybody's going through something, everybody's dealing with things differently, and it's okay. It's okay if you deal with things differently. Like, you deal with things how you have to deal with them, as long as you're being healthy about it. That's my thing. If you're being unhealthy about it, then yeah, I hope somebody steps in and tells you, hey, you know, this is not good. Don't, you know, don't destroy yourself, you know, trying to deal with this thing that just eases their pain in the moment, and they don't work past or work through what they're going through. Because I did it. I've done that before, where I've just gone to get the quick fix, you know, because I didn't want to deal with what I was dealing with or what I was feeling, but it's still there whenever, you know, whenever it wears off. And that's the only time that I really feel like, okay, yeah, step in, but only if you know how to step in. Don't go in being like, oh, you're an idiot because blah, 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 blah. No, you know, tell them, you know, that you're worried about them. Tell them, you know, I love you. I don't like this road that you seem to be going down, and it just doesn't seem healthy for you, and I'm worried, you know, and I just want you to see that I think you need help. Anyways, yeah, I think my whole point of that ramble was just that we need to deal with each other and help each other with love, instead of trying to be all hard and trying to be all like, you know, unfeeling and uncaring, or thinking that calling them stupid is gonna snap them out of whatever they're going through, because it's not, you know. And sometimes even when you do things with love, or even when you do things that way, they still won't come out of it. But it's not, you know, it's not because of anything that you're doing. It's just that everybody has to make their own choices. But I think that we can all learn so much from each other if we just took the time to do it. I know my eyebrows seem kind of dark, and they are, honestly, for the most part, but whatever. It's my thing. I like them dark. Anyways, so now I'm going to take my liquid eyeliner, which, if you have not seen my liquid eyeliner tutorial, there will be a link, or put a little card right here. Go watch it. And I've been doing my eyeliner since like the 9th grade, and before I used to do it with a pencil. Oh my god, it looked horrible, and I was so glad when I learned about liquid eyeliner. But even then, girl, ooh, it still looked horrible until I practiced literally all the time, and then I finally got it. But I used to binge watch videos on it all the time on YouTube, and I would just watch the makeup tutorials. I would only watch makeup tutorials that had wing liner, because that was specifically the eyeliner that I wanted to learn, because I just thought it was so pretty. I just love it. I still do. Like, I literally, like, if I'm not wearing wing liner, then I'm usually not wearing eyeliner, because I just don't like it without the wing. Like, I actually don't even care about any other parts of my makeup, except for my eyebrows and my eyeliner, and sometimes my lips too. But before, like when I was first learning how to do makeup, all I cared about was having eyeliner on, just because I thought it made me look so much better. Oh shoot. No. Sometimes I move my hand and then all of a sudden I don't even know what I'm doing and it just moves forward and then it makes a big spot on my eye and I'm like, I didn't want my eyeliner to go up that high. Horrible. And before, oh my lord, I used to, when I would do that, if I would try my best to fix it and just make my eyeliner go up as high as I messed up, I looked crazy. I'm not gonna lie, if it's not too high up, I still try to do that. Just because I don't want to take off all my makeup and do it all over again. And I remember I used this one eyeliner from the Dollar General. Dude, I could hardly ever get that stuff off. It was waterproof, right? But I didn't know it was gonna be that horrible to try to get, like, literally my eyes would be red trying to wipe that stuff off. Like soap and water, makeup, like combined soap and water and a makeup wipe, and I still had part of it on my eyes. It was horrible. I was like, what the heck do they make this stuff with? Like, it literally does not come off for anything, man. You know, that's great when you're wearing it, but then when you want to take it off, it's like, that's so annoying. So annoying. I think I might just save this LA Colors one and one day try to use it on top because it's really stiff. So maybe it'll work for like the, you know, the top liner. Like once I run out of my, once I run out of boring, like, when it comes to my makeup. Like, I usually just do the same dang makeup look all the time. And, I don't want to be boring. Even though I'm sure there's people that probably think I am boring already. But I'm trying not to be, guys. I'm trying. I'm really trying not to be, but, you know. Give me some ideas, like, what kind of videos do y'all want to see? I did that eyeliner video based on, I really have always had a lot of people ask me, this is not like, this isn't like smudged eyeliner, it's just, it looks like smudged eyeliner from the camera, but I promise you it's not, it's just the shadow from my lashes. But, I thought about doing maybe like, showing you what I have in my closet right now, or my dressers, I should say, because I don't even use the closet. Well, I have some stuff hanging in the closet, like winter stuff that's too big for the drawers. But, yeah, I'm at a loss, but like I said, I want to be more consistent, so I need some kind of ideas. I'm just going to take this Avon, and so for me, I saw this video, Adrienne Houghton, now she's Adrienne Houghton, but Adrienne Bailon from the Cheetah Girls, and her YouTube channel, she was doing her makeup, and I think it was like her everyday makeup tutorial, and what she says is she lines like all the way out here, so she doesn't just line her lips like basic, like inside, like she outlines the very, very outer line, so it's almost like overdrawing your lips, except you're not really overdrawing them, you're just like completely outlining them, and I love the way that it looks. And ever since I saw that video, I've been doing it, and I just love it, because it's like, it makes so much more sense, you know. If you only like outline the, like, only the inside, I feel like it makes your lips look way smaller, but like when you do it like this, it's like, it doesn't make your lips look completely, like, ridiculously overdrawn. It's like, oh wow, that's how big my lips actually are. Because you're following the line. So, where your lip ends, that line, that's what you're following. So you're not making a completely new line down here or anything, or like going kind of do the liner and then I'll fill it in, and it always looks really good. It always, and that's the thing, is that it does not make my look, it doesn't make my lips look overdrawn and crazy. It just, like, it shows how big your lips are, because you're just following the natural line, like, completely. It's a thing. And I just love them. I just think that they look way better. And as you can see, I have so much hair that, like, if I wore little stud earrings, when would you see them? Never. Unless I was wearing my hair up. Because half the time you can't even tell I'm wearing hoop earrings. Because all this hair, look at it. It's always crazy. It's always like this. Can't be tamed. So now my look is complete. Now my look is complete. Looks good, looks good. I like it, I like it. And that was my little get ready with me. And you can see my makeup. I pretty much do this look all the time, like red lips, wing liner, bold brows, and crazy hair and big hoops. That's me. And I know this look isn't for everybody, and not everybody's gonna like it. Some people think I look crazy. Some people are like, oh my god, why do you wear so much makeup? But oh well, it's what I want to do. It's how I think I look better, and it's what I like. Okay. Hey guys, so it is a different day, but I didn't film an outro really for the video, and I just wanted to get on here and say I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that it was a little relatable, because I was definitely moody for sure in this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. More to come. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to get this video finally up, but like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.